Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at my build for the Red Ultra Instinct Goku, and this is the Legends Limited UI Goku or MUI Goku, and basically just how good he is in DB Legends. Now this guy was last year's anniversary unit, I want to say, although it all becomes a blur after a while. But yes, basically this guy is pretty good. He's really honestly quite solid. I believe he originally came out in 2022 actually, so almost a year and a half old. Obviously it's been a while and we want to see how good he is. USS is definitely a strong team, but it's very blast orientated. So I want to try him on a God Key team. I think also Pure Saiyan's team might be better for him. But yeah, we'll take a look. So on his strike card he has plus 20% to strike damage inflicted. On his blast card he gets plus 20% to blast damage inflicted. His special move, the Silver Dragon God Kamehameha, gives him 25% to special move damage for 3 timer counts and shortens ally substitution count. Cannot be nullified by most of the special moves. His special skill lets him draw a strike card, restores his ki by 35, restores his unique gauge by 25%, gives him plus 15% to ultimate damage inflicted, and cancels his own attribute downgrades. His ultimate skill, which comes from his main ability, gives him plus 30% to ultimate damage inflicted and applies the attribute upgrade minus 100% to enemy sustained damage effects for 3 timer counts. Will also nullify or restore health when it reaches 0 effects when he hits with the attack, which is pretty good. Now in terms of his main ability, he draws his ultimate arts card, restores his own health by 35%, ki by 30, plus 30% to damage inflicted, and applies the buff effect nullification of enemy special actions that activate when changing cover to self for 30 timer counts. His unique ability applies the following effects when battle starts: plus 9% to damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 50%, increases his arts card draw speed by 1, and applies the following effects to self when he enters the battlefield: restoration of ki, plus 40% to damage inflicted, and further damage reduction of 15%. He gets the following effects to himself when he evades an attack with Vanishing Step: restoration of ki and plus 20% to his next arts damage, and he restores his own unique gauge by 15% when the character uses a strike or blast card. If he in the battlefield when 2 allies are defeated, he will restore his health when it reaches 0 and restores his unique gauge by 100%. Now his unique gauge is basically the same as the other UI Gokus, except the difference with him is 2 things. One, he has auto win Dakabi impact, so he will automatically win any Dakabi impact, and 2, he also has counters. So instead of where, with the UI Gokus, obviously they just dodge, with him he basically will automatically counter and cause damage with his ability. So pretty good stuff. Overall, I think Goku's fine. I think he's still okay. He does need a couple of Zenkai boosts. Like here I'm running him with no Zenkai boosts, and he can feel a little bit lightweight, especially in the special move department. But overall, I would say his kit is still pretty good. I think he's still okay for the majority of content. The unique way his mechanics work is also still pretty decent. The copy auto win is still pretty solid. The UI method of game style is still relevant, and he still has some pretty interesting mechanisms about him. One thing that he does struggle with is he doesn't have nullification of enemy types. So a lot of the time what happens is units nowadays, especially the super strong ones, they have nullification of enemy endurance or typings. Goku doesn't have anything like that, so what ends up happening is he does tend to suffer a little bit when he's facing a blue type unit, and right now in the meta there is a decent chunk of blue units. Not that they're super duper powerful, there are some decent counters to them, especially on Goku's own team. So you do have the green Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, but the big thing is right now is that USS is kind of in a blast phase, I want to say. Pretty much every relevant USS unit is blast. It also means that they are boosting blast. Now Goku, although being a melee type, does technically have the ability to do damage with his blast. Like, he still has the augmented blast damage. But realistically speaking, you want to run him on a strike team. So, although USS is definitely his most up-to-date team, he isn't the best unit on there because he's not benefiting from all that overlapping blast damage. It's not to say you can't use him, you can definitely use him. It's just to say that he's not necessarily as crazy as one might be on the traditional team. But yeah, pretty much straightforward. Honestly, I like him, I like his playstyle. I think overall he's a lot of fun. I think God Key's an okay team for him right now. I think USS is a good team for him right now. I think Saiyans and Sun family are also fine. So there's nothing particularly wrong with, him. Like, there's nothing particularly wrong with his teams. I think the only real thing is his damage feels a little bit lackluster without a Zenkai or two. I just think he needs a Zenkai. Not for him, a Zenkai boost. And yeah, I think then he'll look pretty good. Give him 1 or 2 Zenkais and I think realistically things will come out pretty nicely. At least in terms of his overall performance and that. But yeah, that's basically it in regards to his performance. I think overall he did pretty well here, and he does pretty well in general. I have been using him on USS and he came out pretty nice. And I've been using him on God Key and he's been coming out pretty nice as well. So yeah, but that's basically it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time. Bye.